hose on a VY ecotech Commodore V6, obviously ecotech. So I've filled, well, I put water in the radiator, or yeah, the green stuff, the boogers, put the boogers in. Just waiting for the temperature to come up, and I've undone this little, that's your air cavity screw. That should drain most of the air out of your water system, your coolant system. Once it pressures up, it'll start squirting, and you want to get as much air out of that as you possibly can. Otherwise you're going to get air locks and you could do a head gasket. You need to try and get as much air out of the coolant system as possible, and it helps to have your heater on, your heater taps open as well. Okay, might do a part 2 of this, but yeah, 03 VY ecotech. Lift your engine cover, that's where your thermostat, look, here it goes guys. I don't need to do a part 2, it's doing it. So undo that a bit more, look at that, that's the air coming out. Don't touch it with your hand like I did. You don't want to undo it totally, you just want enough. Spraying on that coil pack isn't great, but anywho, I'll put that rag there. Just be careful the rag doesn't hit your belt or your fans or whatever. So we're trying to get the air out of the coolant system. Now you can see there's no water coming out of there now. So what I'm going to do, oh no, there it goes, it's coming again. So I've filled up the coolant reservoir. So what I'm going to do is shut this for a tick, let it seal and pressurise again, and I'm going to say that if it needs coolant, it's going to draw it from that back into the radiator. That'll top the radiator up without me getting wet and hot and blah blah blah. And you see, if I just crack that again, it should, yep, see, we've still got air coming out, air and water. So we pretty much, what we need is a constant stream of water without the air bubbles. That's what we're going for. I'm just going to let that do its thing for a bit. I'm going to check the coolant gauge. Yeah, we're sitting about half, or just under half, so that's good. Okay, keep doing this. Still spitting air. There's probably a better way to do it, but this is the way I know, so you'll get there anyway. Any air you can get out of the bonus, preferably all of it. You can try and squash the top hose, which is starting to get hot. Just shut that off again. See what happens. Give it a couple of ticks. So this has done 366,000. It's a good bit of this ecotech. It's not burning oil. It drips a little bit, not a lot though. Just a couple of, little minor leaks. So yeah, it's a good old bus. Yeah, better than the VE down there with the alloy tech. Well, I believe the ecotechs are better anyway, just from experience. So we'll just check that again. No water. There we go. Getting better, I think. Might just shut that and top up the coolant overflow, if I can do it one-handed. Okay, it's full. I can hear it coming out the bottom. When it's full, it's full. Okay. So I know that there is coolant there to suck into there via this hose, via vacuum, if it needs it. I'll just check our air situation again. By right, so I should be able to squeeze that hose and water should be coming right out of it. Okay. Well, that's constant water. Oh, nearly. Well, okay. Alright, might go for a drive around the block and see how that is. If you don't hear from me, it's all good. If I've killed it, I'll own up to it and I'll show you. Okay? Alright. Glad I could help. Ciao, mate. Ciao! How do I stop this, guys? Here we are, where are we? I've never done too many lives. I'll just stop it, how's that? Are you wanting to stop streaming? Okay.